Hey everyone, so today we are raking and baling our hay. So we have about 12 or 13 acres that we're doing, and we're going to divide those up between the next few days. But let's go ahead and we'll get our rake hooked up and we'll get started. So the rake we have is an H&S rotary rake. This is a 14-foot rake. It has hydraulics to adjust it up and down. So that's why we've never tried it on L2501, because we don't have real remotes on that tractor. So this rake is older and it's not the prettiest, but it does the job. It's got some replaced arms that are welded on, and definitely not the best looking rake, but we've never had any problems with it. It's always done the job, and it actually rakes really well. So we just finished up raking the field. So you can see it's all raked up into windrows, ready for us to go through with the baler and bale it. So next we're going to get the baler hooked up to the tractor and we'll get started baling. we just finished up baling. We got just short of 1,000 bales, and that was off of probably about 12 or 13 acres. We do still have a couple acres that were too wet to bale that we left. So we divided the baling up between 3 days today. Typically we do it in 1 day, but since we have such a long dry streak right now, it wasn't a big deal to stretch it out. Plus we have a new baler that we're using, so we wanted to make sure we had plenty of time to adjust stuff and make sure nothing went wrong. So I'll show you guys what we used for a baler. So the baler we have now is a Hesston 4550 inline baler. It has a thrower on it, and we have it on our M7060. So up until last year we had a New Holland baler, but that burnt up in our fire in the fall. So we replaced it with this one, and so far it seems like this one is a lot more convenient and easy to use. So this one, rather than being offset from the tractor and having to look over your shoulder to make sure you're lined up with your windrow, you just center your tractor right over the windrow and the baler follows directly behind you. So you're not looking over your shoulder, making sure you're lined up to your windrow as much with this baler. So we still have a wagon hooked up to it. We were getting about 90 bales on each wagon, and like I said, we totaled just short of 1,000 bales. So I'm going to take a walk around and I'll show you guys how we are storing our hay. Since we don't have an actual barn or hay loft to store our hay in right now, we have it kind of stuffed everywhere to store it right now. So this is the first place we have it stored. This is a 53-foot trailer. So this has probably between 500 and 600 bales in it. So the next place we have it stored is in a 40-foot shipping container. So this already had hay in it, so there's probably only about 100 bales of fresh hay stored in here, because we have borders and stuff with hay that store theirs in here as well. So there's probably only about 100 bales in here. So on top of the trailer and the shipping container, we still have 3 wagons full of hay. So there's probably just short of 300 bales on these 3 wagons. So you're averaging somewhere between 90 and 100 bales per wagon with what we unloaded and counted. So right now we have hay pretty much stuffed everywhere that we can store it. These we're probably going to park next to each other and cover with a tarp just to keep them dry, and just feed off of these first to try to get them used up. So that should wrap up our hay video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.